Hi, friends. Infinitive of purpose. To do something or not to do something. I promised to make a series of videos on the infinitive of purpose. Actually, I didn't have the time yet, or I haven't found the time yet. It's springtime. Everything is growing. There's lots of work to do at home, but hey, here I am, and today we're going to do part 2 of the infinitive of purpose. Today we're going to talk about the words in order to do something, and so as to do something. This means when I use in order to or so as to, what I am really saying here is that I need to do something before I can achieve my goal or my purpose. Okay? Let's say, for instance, that I want to travel to China. Well, no, actually I don't. Let's say I want to travel to Canada. Well, believe it or not, I'm an American, but I need a visa to travel to Canada. So, I need a visa to travel to Brazil. I would like to travel to Brazil. I have many friends there. So, in order to travel to Brazil or to Canada, I need to get a visa. My friend's son, who has recently turned 18 years old, now, of course, he wants to buy a car and drive his car, become independent. In order to drive a car, he needs to get a driver's license. Okay? So these words, in order to and so as to do something, when I say this do something, I'm referring to a verb, right? In order to in order to travel, in order to improve your English, you need to practice. You need to practice so as to improve your English. Okay? Very good. I prepared 2 or 3 sentences so we can actually see what I'm talking about. And this is, something very short. It's just a small introduction. But it's something for you to think about and consider, okay? And do more investigation on it and practice, because you will use this many, many, many times. Okay, thank you. Thank you for listening. Okay, let's pull up the files. I prepared a few sentences here so we can see the uses of the words in order to and so as to. In order to, this means in order to do something. Okay? To do something, what this actually means is that here, after the infinitive to, I'm going to use a verb, right? Like in order to travel, in order to cook, in order to drive, etc., etc. And what I am saying really is that in order to travel, let's say, in order to travel to Canada, I have to do something first. And what is that? I need a visa. In order to cook spaghetti, I need to have the spaghetti. I need to have the pasta, right? In order to drive a car, you need a driver's license. Okay, so this is what this means, that there is something that you have to do first before you achieve your purpose. Okay, so this is the sentence. If you want to pass the exam, you will need to study very hard. Okay, what is the purpose here? Pass the exam. What do they have to do first? Study very hard. So, how do I make the sentence? I do the following. Let's take this out here. And in order to, we're going to use the verb. What is the verb? In order to pass. Pass what? Pass the exam, comma, because commas separate ideas. You need to study hard. And that's it. If I want to, okay, I got it already here. If I want to ask the question, usually okay, let's review question. Question is question word plus auxiliary plus subject plus verb. What is the verb? Not verb. Verb. The verb here is study. But before the verb, we have the modal verb need to or have to, which implies obligation. The question word for purpose is what for. But since for is a preposition, this for would go at the end. Okay, here. And the question would be, what do I need to study hard for? But it is also common to use the question word why. So, if they're asking me the question, I would say question word why. Auxiliary is do, because study is something that you do. Why do I am the subject. Why do I? Here goes the modal verb. Why do I need to? And the verb study. Study how? Study hard. Why do I need to study hard? Well, I need to study hard. And let's put the answer. You need to study, let's put it here. You need to study hard in order to pass the exam. Okay? Let's do one with so as to. Here, this one. So as to, in order to. They're more or less the same. The idea is the same. Sometimes what changes is how you structure your sentence. Okay. So the idea is she put the keys in her bag because she didn't want to lose them. Okay? So what is the purpose here? The purpose is not lose the keys. Okay? This is a negative. Very good. So I'm going to start the sentence and I'm going to say that she put the keys, her keys, she put the keys in her bag. Why? Or what for? So as negative, not to lose them. Okay, that negative is very important. Okay, so if it's in a positive sentence, so as to do something, like in this case, and if it's a negative, so as, I'm going to put it here, so as not to do something. I asked the question, right? She put the keys in her bag. Well, this is in the past, put is put in all tenses. So we're going to put the question word, Why? Auxiliary in the past. Did. Subject, she. Verb, put. Put what? Put her keys. Put her keys where? In her bag. She put her keys in her bag so as not to lose them. Okay? Very important, these words. In order to do something, in order not to do something, so as to do something, so as not to do something. This is very short. This is very brief. It's just an introduction. It's just something to get you thinking and work on it. It will be very, very helpful for you and very useful. Thank you very much.